Hello everyone, welcome to our Meetings Assistance for Jehovah's Witnesses channel. I hope all of you are doing well. This week, we are going to prepare the comments for the section, Let's Seek Hidden Treasures. We are in the week from March 3rd to 9th, and we will be analyzing the book of Proverbs, chapter 3. Let's begin. The first question is, how can we tie loyal love and faithfulness around our neck and write them on our heart? Before answering the question, let's read the Bible text. Proverbs 3:3 says, "Let not loyalty and faithfulness forsake you, bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart." Alright, so the answer to the question is, to tie loyal love and faithfulness around our neck, we need to make these qualities visible in our lives, as if we were wearing a very valuable necklace. This means being kind, always telling the truth, and being people others can trust. Also, writing them on our heart means that we don't just show them outwardly, but that we truly value them and make them part of our character, with sincerity, and from the heart. Additional comments. Just as a valuable necklace is not taken off at any moment, loyalty and faithfulness must be constant in our lives. If a friend makes a mistake, we support them instead of criticizing them. If someone entrusts us with something, we don't betray them. This shows that these qualities are truly part of us. For these qualities to not just be words, we must practice them every day. If it was hard for me to be sincere or kind before, I can ask Jehovah for help and strive in daily situations. Over time, they will become part of my personality, and I will naturally act this way. Let's move on to the next question. What spiritual pearls have you found about Jehovah, the ministry, and other topics in this week's Bible reading? Proverbs 3:1-2 says, "My son, do not forget my teaching, and let your heart keep my commandments, for they will add length of days, years of life, and peace to you." Alright, so the comment is, this verse reminds me that following Jehovah's advice is not just an obligation, but something that truly benefits me. Many times, when I do things my way, I end up with unnecessary problems and worries. But when I apply what Jehovah teaches me, my life is calmer. For example, if I avoid lying, stealing, or being dishonest at work, I can live without fear of the consequences. Obeying Jehovah doesn't mean I'll never face difficulties, but it does give me peace and security because I know I'm doing what's right. Let's move on to the next comment. Proverbs 2:3-4 says, "Let not loyalty and faithfulness forsake you, bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart, then you will find favor and good success in the sight of God and man." Alright, so the comment is, this verse teaches me that loyalty and kindness must always be part of my life, not just when it's convenient for me. If I am a trustworthy person and treat others well, that will earn me respect and trust. But most importantly, Jehovah values it. For example, if I promise to help with a task in the congregation or commit to an assignment, I must follow through without fail. Also, if someone treats me badly, instead of returning evil for evil, I can show kindness, just as Jesus would. Let's move on to the next comment. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in Jehovah with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight." Alright, so the comment is, this verse reminds me that, even though I sometimes think I know what's best for me, my understanding is limited. There are decisions in life that may seem right at first glance, but if I don't take Jehovah into account, they could lead me down the wrong path. So, instead of trusting only in my own logic or emotions, I need to pray, read the Bible, and follow the advice Jehovah gives. For example, if I have an economic problem, instead of worrying and making impulsive decisions, I can trust that Jehovah will help me find a righteous and correct solution. Let's move on to the next comment. Proverbs 3:9-10 says, "Honor Jehovah with your wealth and with the firstfruits of all your crops, then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine." Alright, so the comment is, here, we are reminded that everything we have actually comes from Jehovah. It doesn't mean we should give everything, but we must put Jehovah first, even with our material goods. For example, if I am thinking about spending money on something unnecessary but know that I could use it to contribute to Jehovah's work or help a brother in need, I should ask myself, am I honoring Jehovah with what I have? When we give generously, Jehovah always blesses us in some way, whether it's with what we need or with peace and satisfaction in our hearts. Let's move on to the next comment. Proverbs 3:11-12 says, "My son, do not despise Jehovah's discipline, and do not resent his rebuke, because Jehovah disciplines those he loves, as a father the son he delights in." Alright, so the comment is, no one likes to be corrected, but this verse teaches me that Jehovah's discipline is a sign of his love. Just as a father wants the best for his son, Jehovah corrects us to help us improve. Sometimes, his discipline comes through the Bible, the advice of mature brothers, or even the consequences of our own actions. If I ever receive advice in the congregation, instead of feeling bad or angry, I can remember that it is an opportunity to grow spiritually. Let's move on to the next comment. Proverbs 3:27 says, "Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to act." Alright, so the comment is, this verse makes me think about how important it is to help others when I have the opportunity. Sometimes, I may think, someone else will do it, or, I don't have much to give, but if I can help, even with something small, Jehovah values it. It could be offering my time, giving advice, or even sharing something material with someone who needs it. If a brother is going through difficulties and I can do something, I should not hesitate to help. Let's move on to the next comment. Proverbs 3:31-32 says, "Do not envy the violent man, and do not choose any of his ways, for Jehovah detests the perverse, but his intimate friendship is with the upright." Alright, so the comment is, sometimes, it may seem that people who cheat, are dishonest, or use violence achieve success more quickly. But this verse reminds me that this is not the right path. Someone at work might deceive others to get a promotion, or a person might do bad things and seem to do well, but in the end, Jehovah does not bless that kind of life. I want to be on the list of Jehovah's friends, so I prefer to do what's right, even if it sometimes seems harder or takes more time. Well, that was the analysis of the comments and responses for this week's Hidden Treasures. I hope it is very helpful to you, my dear brothers and sisters. Sending you a big hug, and may Jehovah always bless and protect you.